Capricorn. So here we are to do a few channeled messages for you guys, but I feel very vacant. And that's one thing that I actually wrote for you, and that's why I'm struggling to actually channel for you at the moment, because I think it's got a lot to do with the Channel Tunnel, which could be London. It could be a lot to do with like being locked in and locked down, because I'm feeling like locked in and locked down and locking. I picked that up for another reading. Sorry, that has literally just occurred to me. That I said lock in, lock Scorpio energy. They had lock in, lock down, locked. Everything's locked, everything's shut down, schools are shut down. And that's literally just come in now, Capricorn, because I was really struggling to to start to channel for you guys today. So what we're looking into, if I haven't explained, is May, okay? So these are your channeled future predictions, your future, back to the future, all that kind of stuff, right? But I'm picking up in the future that there's a vacancy, right? And it's a lot to do with an agency of work, that a big corporational agency where we take things on. It's a bit like a boating yard or a shipping company or an incorporation that deals with clientele. And it's clientele, or Clive, the name Clive, or clientele. And it's like, also Libra energy is here, I think, in your energy of a show and tell. It's like, well, you show me first and then we'll tell you if we've got it or not. Because it feels like that there are hospital things as well, of like a vacancies. Like we're taking in vacancies and we're taking in vacancies, but we've got all of this room, but there's no one to fill up. It's okay. It feels like you work for a company, okay, and that your company provides a service for somebody of the public, right? And it's a little bit like what could be going on pandemic-wise, that we provide a service for people, but they're not using us as a company of things that we can provide for. Now, the UK is very much going through that at the moment, which is PPE, right? And we have loads of companies out there that can physically make all this stuff, but we literally just sent an aircraft all the way to another country to get loads of stuff to bring it all back. And I think that that's coming across through your energy, Capricorn, that you either own a company or you work for a company, and it's a big one, and it's like a hauling yard or something that can all be stored in or used, right? But it feels like old and new, like everything that can be used is now like not being used. And it's like, well, what are we going to do with all these non-used products? Because some of this is like also compacts. I picked up like a compact or makeup, right? Now the first vision that I physically had for you guys was of these things that, you know, it's like see-through plastic, okay, and you put clothes in it, and then all of a sudden you pull all the life out of it, right, and you suck all of the air out, and it compresses it down, and then you pack it, right, and it keeps things stored for like a long time because it takes all the air out. Like clothes and all things like that can be put in, and then it just pulls all the air out and it can store it, okay? So I'm thinking that some of this vision is around what you probably do for like an agency or for work, and that there's so much of what you have, like, because I'm picking up like a travel company or something as well that provides services like cars or something, right? Because I'm also hearing the song Cars, which was, I forget the bands now, Chasing Cars, right? Chasing Cars. I think there is a lot to do with a Cancerian in your energy as well, and also Leo, because I picked up Pack of Wolves, okay? But because I picked up Flock of Seagulls, right? Flock of Seagulls, Pack of Wolves, right? It's like a pact. We need to make this pact, or we are packed. For some of you, it's different. It's like, well, we're all packed, and we're packed out in all of this confined space, and it feels like I can't breathe, and there's too many people around, and we are absolutely packed, right? Now, for some, they're not, because there's a winning and losing energy around you, Capricorn, that I'm feeling confused about. why probably this is coming through as a vision of different countries, because everybody is doing different things, right? So I'm picking up that it's a lot to do with making a pact with something. It's a bit like a seal of approval, right? We need this stamp, right? Which is a lot to do with obviously taxes and things, but we need our stamp. Like, it's a bit like, you know, when you clock in and you clock out, and it's kind of like, okay, you're stamped, it's like you're in, and it's like, okay, this is something to do with people being shipped. And it's like, well, we need a seal of approval first, and it's kind of like, okay, stamp, right, you've got your stamp. It's like, stamp, okay, you've got your stamp, right? And that we need to give you an approval first before you can physically go or do anything, right? Now, I don't know if you work around these companies, or it's something that you're going to start to see that could well be happening for you guys in May, okay? But I'm definitely picking up like home and away, right? Home and away, which could also be Australia, right? Because one thing I picked up was vacant and vacancy and agency. Now, I feel very vacant, like there's someone around you that is very vacant, like they're just not there anymore. It feels like that I have vacancies now, like I own a house or a big company or a big store or something, and we have vacancies. Like, we are literally looking now for employees and employers. Like, we're looking for all of these people because we have vacancies. Now, for some of you, I'm also picking up that I've got to stop saying picking up, right? But I am like vacant. Like, someone could be ill around you and they can't be with you at this point. And it feels like you're getting more vacant and more vacant and more vacant. Or it just seems to be getting so far away. Whatever this is, this person seems to be getting more vacant and vacant and vacant. Now, I'm also hearing Vincent, the name Vincent, right, maybe? But like vacant, like I can't see you anymore. I don't know why they're saying that. It's like, I don't know if I can see you anymore. Like, you're so far in the distance on this ship or something. Because it feels like you're just about to say goodbye to someone for the last time, is what they've said. That I'm just about to say goodbye to someone for the very last time. Now, some of you, there could possibly be someone around you that you know that it could well be ill, or someone that is completely at a distance that you don't know if you will ever get to see them again, because they're saying like quarantine and vacancies and stuff, and like someone feels very vacant, like their energy just seems very weak and that it's very vacant, okay? That's all they keep saying. So I'm also picking up like compacts as well for some of you to do with like makeup and things. And some of this could be coming through as like clothing articles or wearing, because I'm picking up like wearing, like something's either like wearing and tearing, like wearing and tearing, and it's wearing and tearing. So it's a little bit like clothing and stuff like that too, right? What they're kind of saying. And some of it could be coming through as like makeup, like compacts of makeup or something. And there could be, because I keep picking up this business has boxes, right? Boxes of stuff. And they're shoving it all into boxes of like compacts of makeup, compacts of clothes, and it's all being stored up, and it's all being compressed, and it's all being like stored up for another day. And when hopefully things pick up, we might physically soon be able to ship all of this stuff out and actually sell it. But I think at the moment, there's someone out there saying, look, we've got this haulage yard and it is huge, and that we can use this space to put all of this stuff, right? Because I'm feeling like this vacant energy in you, and it is coming through as like this big hall that's just empty. Like, it's just a empty haulage yard, like a haulage yard. The same for people that do like, I don't know, like DBS or delivery companies or vans, cars, all that kind of thing, travel, anything like that. And there are vacancies, but we seem to be very vacant because we've got all of our transport and we've got all of our products, but no one seems to be wanting it at the time. Because I keep picking up like this huge yard, and it's full, but it's empty. And I can't pick up why. I'm picking up a water sign around you, like half empty, half full. Sagittarius energy, sorry. Sagittarius, well, water sign, Sagittarius, Pisces, Sagittarius. Like feeling very vacant, like my health or levels of energy seems to be very vacant. They seem to be coming and going and coming and going. I mean, trust me, you know, when you're, when anybody physically is like empathic, I feel that what happens in the universe, because I believe that we're all created by one being. We're all created by Mother Nature and Mother Earth and God and religion and Lucifer and everybody else. We were all created by one energy. And the great purge of destroy and everything else, search and destroy, is also Mars. Mars is very present at the time, right? And I think that obviously when the Earth starts to destroy people and people have destroyed the Earth, and then the Earth starts to react back to people like a nuclear reactor, everybody else gets affected, right? So you feel that energetically no matter where you are, because the world and the sky is crying. And when you feel that way, I can start to overeat and start to take things out on myself, because you're part of the world, right? So you don't have to be around people. You can just physically, I do. I don't know if everybody else does, but trust me, I do. I feel what is happening when I'm not even around people, That's being empathic. And I think that some of that is around you guys, where there's an energy level where you are so like sensitive and you can feel it all, but you can't do anything about it. It feels like that there's just things that are out of my reach. Out of reach, so far, I never had your heart. Yeah, something like that, right? But like, there just seems to be this void, and it is definitely coming through as a Scorpio energy now for you, that there's just this void. It's like I feel this void, and I just can't seem to fill it, whatever it is, be it a haulage yard or any kind of yearning or sensation that there is. I can't seem to fill it at the moment. We can't seem to fill, or the name fill, but we can't seem to fill something up. Like petrol, picking up petrol or diesel, or like a yard that deals with that kind of stuff. We can't seem to fill up, right? Also, I can't seem to feel any emotion at the moment. I'm feeling like I can't seem to feel any emotion at all. I just keep, I think it's kind of like it's coming up to a conclusion of like an explosion, a little bit like the tower, right? Where you're filling up, and it's just about to like, the waterworks are just about to like burst, and it's kind of like, because I feel such void. And that eventually things are just going to come flooding out, like the floodgates and everything is. I think it's just getting on top of people, to be honest. And that's how it feels, me doing a reading at the moment, prediction for Capricorn. Sorry, that's your predictions. Okay, so let's see. Home and away, they're kind of, that's, sorry, Capricorn. It's a little bit bleak. It feels like, that things are a little bit bleak at the moment, right? Bleak, the name bleak, or obsolete. Something is obsolete. It's just not vacant. You keep saying that someone is just not vacant. They're just not there, or they're not home. It feels like someone's travelling to someone, or your partner's just not with you at the time, and it's like, I'm just vacant. It's just, I don't feel like I'm here, like physically here. But I really keep picking up that someone out there is very, very ill. And I don't want to put jeepers up with people. These are literally just for people that need to hear it, want to hear it, or they're probably not even watching. But I can't help but channel what I do. And I'm feeling like that there is someone that is very vacant in your energy. Like it seems to be like getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, right? And each week, it just seems like week by week, and each week, it just seems to be getting weaker. That's what they keep saying. I don't know why, or I just feel that way. I don't think it's a major concern. I just think that, I don't know what they're saying is becoming weaker. That's the only thing, is that I can't quite put my finger on what it is that feels weak, right? What feels weak? Fields, like fields or something that feel weak. I don't know why, Capricorn. Sorry. It might be that you're not like with your partner, and the energy of the distance between you just seems to be getting like the weaker and weaker. For some reason, I don't know who that's with. That could be with a family member or something, but like weaker. Like losing my power. It doesn't mean you, it can mean someone over you, right? That's what they're saying. Like someone that has something over you, right? And their strength seems to be losing its grip, right? Losing its grip. And the power of what was now seems to be losing its grip on you. So someone's loosening the reins a little. They are backing off. If it's like, well, I'm going to back off a little and loosen the grip. Because there's a grip of reality, right? And there's a grip on something. And it's like I've got a hard grasp of this, but I seem to be losing my grip. Right, now, through another reading, and I really can't remember because it was a few days ago now because I've been recording these over a past week. Okay, now, through that another reading, I'd done that, and I can't remember if that was in Patron or on YouTube. But I did that, right, and I don't know what, because it was a fairground attraction ride, and I was saying that it's coming to pick up a toy like that, and then it's like, oh no, I've got it, I've not got it. Okay, and then it suddenly hit me through that reading that could well have been someone that could have a stroke, possibly, that could be going through dementia or a stroke. Okay, now I really don't know who that is, but that's kind of like how my I don't know why they get me to talk about all this stuff, but they do. Okay, but again, I keep feeling like that, like someone's losing it. Okay. And that could be around an elderlier person that could be losing their strength in one of their arms, right? Arms. And that came through for another reading because it was to do with like gun laws and arms as well. And in-laws. They're saying the in-laws. So that might be, if you're married or in a commitment, that might be your partner's parents, right? Sorry, I really don't know why I'm kind of like saying these messages to people. But they're saying something to do with the in-laws, right? The in-laws and the law also. The law or Laura or the law itself, like the government and the law. And it seemed to be, okay, they're kind of saying that they're losing their grip on something, that something government-wise, they're kind of like losing their grip a little, where they might be loosening their grip a little, letting people back in or back out. Because obviously it's a little bit like, because I'm hearing like, again, another reading, I predict a riot, which is something to do with like that people are like really trying to be imported or deported. And there's a lot of importing people and reported people and deporting people as well. It's a bit like someone that works for Scotland Yard or something, right? And we work for Scotland Yard, which is like British thing, but Scotland Yard is the Metropolitan Police and all that sort of stuff, right? But again, deporting and importing and people losing their grip on things, where whatever was so tight is not so more now. So we're kind of like slowly letting the floodgates in, where people are like being let back out into society. But I don't know where this, I feel weak, is coming from. Like I don't know where that energy is. They're saying that if it's a person or a place or a thing, right? I can't tell you. But they're saying that something seems to be losing its grip, so it's not as tight as what it was before. So the karmic lesson around something that you could have financially gone through, or something, seems to be that you're coming towards the end of a contract, right? Which is also worldly, which is love life, your bills, everything of a karmic contract that seems to be coming to a physical conclusion over this time, where the energy of things doesn't seem to be so strong as what it was before. And that could be not a physical human being, that could be your contract that I have connected with, which is also a working contract, right? There is a karmic contract, working contract, love contract for some, right? But whatever it is to do with contracts losing some kind of battle or case of losing the grip that was so restrictive. It's now like come back around into a cycle of like it's now completing itself and the energy is now released, where whatever happens after that, I'm not going to look too far into that. Okay, so that's your that's your channeled messages of predictions of wherever they're coming from and when, right? So let's see. So for Capricorn, let's see. So this is the moment after. So we're just going to check up and just see, because I keep picking up like a checkup. Let's just have a checkup or something. Like, let's just check on someone or something. Just need to check. Or the Czech Republic. Or the Czech Republic. Right? But let's see. Capricorn, what's been going on with Capricorn? Something rising in Venus. Show me what's been going on with Capricorn. Sorry, but this is where my shoulders start aching because I slouch. So difficult actually being a tarot reader. That's one thing that I do, and I think a lot of people probably do suffer from. Is it's like when you sit at a desk all day, right? Okay, so there you go. So the Knight of Cups. So I feel weak. It's like, well, you know, it's like once a charmer. It's like charmer, charming man. They say, oh, you are a charming man. Charming. Once the charmer. Where's the karma? Is this cup got karma in it? Or Carmel? Carmel. Or something to do with karma. Is it karma? I don't know. But they keep saying, is it karma? It's karma. Something's karma. I don't know. Or Carmel? Or Michelle? Or Michelle? Carmel or something? Carmel? Carmel. Let's see. But charmer. Charming. This charming man. This charming man or this charming woman, who cares, right? Who sees you? Pisces 3, or Pisces' mum, right? But I'm seeing this woman. I'm seeing this woman. Where's that one coming from? So what's been going on is a lot of family, a lot of like caring for a mother. This is caring for a mother, right? This is someone that is a very caring mother. At the same time, they're all about the family and they're all about the family business. And they care for their mum. So this is someone that works as a delicatessen, or they work as an actual carer for the NHS. Right? Brilliant. NHS in Britain is actually just about keeping things abroad. Keeping things abroad. I don't know why that. Broad shoulders. Someone lives abroad. So some of you, it might be that you want to care for your parent because they live abroad, or you do live abroad. Obviously, if you're not in Britain, then you live abroad, right? But it's like someone lives abroad. That's what they're saying. Something lives abroad. But looking after my mum, or my mum is also looking after me, and we look after elderly people too, and we look after the general public. But I have this charming man as well. This charming man that is a bit on the side. That's what they're saying. This person is a bit on the side. They have the Meg Ryan effect and the Billy Crystal. The piece on the side. That's what they're saying. The piece on the side. The piece on the side. I have a piece on the side. So I have my love interest there by my side, pretty much. So I'm talking to someone that cares for me on the side though. I don't know why they're saying that. That there is something on the side or down the side. You see, again, this could be someone that's caring for someone because they have something down their side, right, is what I'm picking up. Sorry, these are not cards that are telling me this. But again, there is something down someone's side or on some, okay. It's also like I have like someone always on my side. Always by my side is my girl. Right, my girl does it to me. It's like, sorry, that's a Paul McCartney song, but the other song, My Girl, right? But, or Michael, like the name Michael, but my girl, or like Seagull, again, my girl. Eileen, come on Eileen, oh I swear on Eileen, at this moment, come on, Dexy's Midnight Runners. Someone is a midnight runner, right? They do it at midnight. They run errands for people, and they do hospital work and clinical work for the NHS, for the mental health disorder possibly, but for the people. But I have a piece on the side as well. I don't know why I keep picking it up, that someone has like this charming man or woman, right, on the side. Let's hope that's not complicated, Capricorn, because it doesn't seem to be complicated about what's been going on. It seems to me like you live your life like in a candle in the wind, but you live your life as a NHS support worker, and for people that you support people with a product value of something that you have literally, which is family. I've got a lot of family around me. 6 of Cups I've got. There is nothing bad. So I've got my soulmate. They're here and they live with me and they care for me. So they're going to be messages for people that are physically like with their person, right, by their side. They're with me thick and thin, by my side. You've got 2 6s. Your karma of your year would be around family. If your personal year number is 6, that would be a lot of family karma, right? Because that would be 6. It would have everything to do with finding a balance and equality to do with where you're living, right? So it feels like in order to care for this person, I will do it regardless. I'm caring for them. I mean, this could be... I've got nothing to shout at people about. I've got no drama to try and sort out. It's like I don't have anything to sort out. There's nothing to sort out. It's just like I'm sorted. I have everything that I want. I have everything that I need. I have my health and I have my well-being. So I don't really need anything else. That's how it seems, Capricorn. Like, it could just mean that I have my kids around me and my partner and we're cushy. That's how it seems. What's been going on? Sagittarius, there we are. So a blending in the family quite well. You seem to be blending in with the family quite well, new person. Seems that my mum likes you. Seems that my mum likes this new person. My mum also likes Marmite. She likes Marmite. She likes Marmite. So if you're interested in like buttering up the in-laws, then make her some Marmite. She'll like it. Ask her if she likes it or hates it. Say, what do you like? What do you like? The piece on the side? I don't know why they keep saying that there's a piece on the side. I don't want to get into those energies. But again, there seems to be, well, you know, my mum likes you. So, ooh, that's not a little bit strange. Seems to be, well, my mum likes you and she thinks that you're great. She thinks that you are the best thing since sliced bread, that you will look after me and you will provide everything that she needs. So she likes you. So we're all here together and we're blending in quite well. Our health is everything that we need. We've got food, we've got support, we've got our family. My mum may work as a care assistant for the elderly. Well done. Works for the elderly and and supports people that work at elderly homes. Because I'm picking up helps also. Helps. The name helps or help. I need somebody help. Not just anybody help. But again, well, we just seem to be blending in quite well. We just seem to be, I don't know, nothing bad again. So everything that's been going on is like, well, I'm just washing up, I'm just tidying up, washing up, looking after the house, cooking, cleaning, shopping, providing, doing my duty as a mum, doing my duty of what I love, which is everything. I love my family, I love my kids, I love my husband, possibly, and I like the way that we run the house, and I like the way that things are going, and my mum also likes you. And that is the golden ticket to Charlie in the chocolate factory, right? Some kind of like factory worker as well, someone that works in a factory. They keep saying like work in a factory, manufacturer. They benefact and manufacture products. They make their own products to sell it as their own, like, kind of thing. We make things from old to new. Just me and you, just us two. Me and you against the world, that's what they're saying, Capricorn. So that seems to have been what was going on, which isn't anything bad. So it's all gravy, bruv. It's all gravy. It's all mustard. So what we're going to do is we are going to now look at, so just your channeled messages. That's your tarot reading from the past, and now we're looking at the future. It's still literally just $5 if you want to watch it. Really, this is for people over on Patreon, but I thought I would do some kind of reading for people also on YouTube. But the other readings, if you don't want to join Patreon, which is $5 by the way again, you can stick by and watch the You versus Them intense dark side reading where we split the energy down. We go You versus Them. It's actually done last month. You can still find everything in a playlist below. Also, for a private reading or for Patreon, everything is listed in the Show More section, guys. And then what we'll do is we'll draw a full spread, take these off and do another deck, and then do your whole reading for May and clarify those and see what you've got coming up towards tarot and also channel messages that may come up. Okay? Thanks very much for your support, Capricorn. I hope that you are all well. And let me hear from you in the comments. Give us a like and share, comment, all that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate it. And I'll hopefully see you on the other side.